Fourth quarter of action underway. Railers with the basketball. And a 19-point advantage, 32-13. Jake's going to be whistled for steps.
See, I thought he walked on the three that he made earlier.
Did,
yes, right at the end of the third quarter, because he took that bunny hop to get him set, and that's what he did there too.
So the turnover quickly gives the ball to Jacksonville. And Darrin, the Railers had 16 in the first half, 16 in the third quarter. Another good third from the Railers, outscoring Jacksonville 16-4.
And Jacksonville started turning up that pressure that first time Lincoln got the ball in the fourth quarter.
Three up, and that's not going to go, but another foul on a three. And I believe that's the second time that Gavin has done it.
Yeah.
Bowlby's off the bench. I wonder who he's coming in for.
Yep.
Gavin's picked up his third. At the line is Peyton Dugan. First free throw on the way. He rolls good. You know, I was afraid, I don't know if I want to be concerned about jinxing him, but if he's a coach's son,
should make free
what is
throws,
it about coaches' sons and free throws?
Right. Well, probably because they live in the gym, and that's all they probably do. If they're not part of the team, they're probably down at the other end shooting free throws.
Coach Alexander stressing a point. Gets them all, for three. He's got 6.
Yeah, and Jacksonville's turning up the pressure right there. Lincoln beat it pretty quick.
32-16. Austin may have got away with a walk again. Christian jumper, up and good, just inside the line. He's got 13. And Christian's here tonight.
Yes, he is.
34-16. Van Hook with 13. Just passed his season average of almost 12 and a half.
And his shot looks smooth tonight, too.
Barlow, 3. That spins off. Christian the rebound. And then he tried to throw it to Cook, but a nice job by Jackson stepping in front of it. The pass is stolen, but he steps on the baseline, so it'll stay with the Railers. Olsen. Back to Bowlby. Now to Jake. Skips it over. Long pass to Kirby into the front court. 6:40 to go in this one. Railers seemingly in control, up 18. But we've seen strange things in this gym before. Cook over to Austin. Thought about the three. Instead pulled it back down to Bowlby. Edwards going to drive baseline. Pull up from 13. That's no good. Rebound to Jackson. But a nice look from Bowlby.
Yeah. The only thing is it's pretty tough shooting it right off the dribble, though. You know, if you catch it and go into your shot, and that's probably what coach is thinking over there, is catch it and go into your shot instead of having to take that dribble, because then defense has an extra step on you.
Railers knock it out of bounds. It stays with Jacksonville. Keene inside out. Ball tipped away again by the Railers.
Tell you what, Keene catches it in the middle. He doesn't even look at the basket. He looks to kick it out.
But if he's standing out 25 feet, then he'll take the look for shot.
Yeah, right.
They lob it up on top to Keene. Skip it over to Jackson. Jackson with a little floater. That's no good. And he'll go to the line shooting 2. And again, Darrin, we do have to say, one of the things that Jacksonville is without, and they've been without him for quite a while, is Josh Peak, and he is their best player.
Yes. Yes, he is.
Foul on Max. Max has picked up his third.
And right there, that's another tough shot by a Jacksonville player to where we bailed him out with a free throw. I mean, if you look, their 4 points have come because we've actually bailed them out by fouling them.
Jackson made the first, makes the second, gets the roll. All 5 of their points in this quarter have come from the free throw line. They're down still 16, though, under 6 minutes to go. Jake does a nice job of
nice pass.
Ahead to Christian, who lays it up and in.
Wow, that was a great play.
I'll tell you what, Christian gets the 2 points, but that should be a big assist from Jake. 3, and again, Bowlby gets whistled for fouling a Jacksonville shooter shooting a 3. That's the 3rd time that's happened.
And it's Dugan again, too, where, he just drained 3 free throws. So, and what's bad right now is all 5 of their points have been on the free throw line where the clock is stopped when they're down 18.
Foul goes against Bowlby. That is his third. Dugan, free throw, missed it.
Thank you. Maybe I jinxed him.
Well, you know, I'll tell you what. The one official who's standing there at the scores table is getting it from Coach Dugan and from Coach Alexander. So either he's doing a good job or he's doing a really good job, as Dugan misses the second one. Block comes back in. Bowlby will take a seat.
So making 3 to start this quarter. Now he's missed 2 free throws.
Well, may as well make him perfect on this one.
Right,
He missed this
3.
one. No, this one he gets.
But
36-19.
And
then Austin lost the dribble. Jumper by Peyton. He left it way short. Blocked strong with the rebound. And then a timeout's going to be taken by the Railers. .5:34 to go. They're taking time. We will keep it here. Coach Alexander, Coach Greg Alexander talking to the official, trying to get an explanation while the head coach, Neil Alexander, instructing.
And he's probably just press breaker right here. I mean, Jacksonville's moved up just about every one of their guys. And if you watch, the easy basket that we've gotten was when Olsen beat him down the sidelines and made a great pass where Christian was wide open because all the Jacksonville defensive players are up the front court.
Do you try and go home run here if you get the opportunity?
You could, and we do have that home run ball, but it's usually against man-to-man. I would assume Jacksonville's going to put one guy probably way in the back here, and it looks like it could be Dugan.
So Gavin will inbound for the Railers. Still looking, gets it into Christian, went right through his hands, but into the hands of Jake Olsen. It's tipped around, and another foul is going to be whistled. You know, it went through Christian's hands like passes went through Green Bay Packer hands yesterday.
And I loved every minute of it.
I was waiting to use that.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah, right.
Foul whistled on Jackson. That is going to be his 4th. Austin needs some help, gets it over to Olsen. 5:20 to go. The pass tipped around. Olsen flips it, does a nice job blindly throwing it to Max, who left the shot short. Gets it back, and the Railers need to reset.
Yeah.
We seem like we're playing too much in a hurry right now.
Too fast, exactly. Well, and Jacksonville's turned up the defense, actually. They're actually trying to make us fast.
Block back out to Olsen, not a Kirby. Austin drives through to Olsen. Christian rises up for 3. Nice. Got it from the right corner.
Tell you what, he's been automatic tonight.
Christian now with 18 in the night, and the Railer lead is 20, 39-19.
We talked about it, Jeff, that Christian's got to show up for really Lincoln to be effective.
Biggest guy on the court, Dalton Keene, takes a 3. Smallest guy on the court, Jake Olsen, comes down with the board for the Railers. We approach 4.5 to go in this contest. Max to Olsen.
Yeah, right now we're catching the ball, we're looking, and this is pretty much our pace. Jacksonville had us speeding up earlier in the game, earlier in this quarter, and now it looks like Jacksonville's about dead tired.
Tipped away. Nice hands by yours truly. See? I told you I'd protect.
Right, yeah. You were all over that one, Jeff.
Now, if it's somebody in a uniform heading this way.
Right. Well, hopefully it's not Keene. I'm moving.
TJ, who's filming for us here tonight, you're on your own.
Yeah. If it's Keene coming our way.
The Railers keep the possession. 3:50 to go. Jake goes baseline, goes right through Max's hands. Tracked down by Gesner. Again, Darrin, seems like they're speeding us up and we're letting them do it. Gavin over the top to Gesner. Nice control by the senior there. He hasn't scored a point, had an easy look there at about a 17-footer, and just backed it right out to Christian, who got it from the baseline, and he is fouled.
And I think he could probably shoot it from the parking lot because he's making it reminded me of Brandon Paul the other night against Ohio State.
Christian now with 20.
So everything he shot was going in for Illinois.
What number did Brandon Paul wear?
3.
There you go.
Yep.
Christian's free throw up.
Oh.
That one he left off to the side.
And hard.
41-19. Railers up by 22. Christian's there for the steal. Christian with that big smile on his face. He's having fun tonight.
Yes, he is. When you shooting that well, you should have fun.
3:14 to go. Railers up 41-19, and the Railers are pulling it a little bit farther out near the timeline.
Yep.
Block, dribbling through traffic, gets it out near the timeline.
Freshman can just hold the ball. Nobody's even pressuring him.
Block, and the bounce pass is tipped away.
Yeah, it's too long of a bounce pass right there to the wing.
Pate Kaufman gets Cook in the air, instead flips it over to Ring. Pate will fire a long three, spin out, no good. Gesner tried to get the rebound, but tipped it to Ring. Pate thought about trying another three, but Jacksonville will reset. Skips it across, Dugan over to Keene. Keene tries to make a spin move against Block to the left. Not the shot Coach Dugan would want from your big guy.
Right. Kind of a 360 and throw it up.
Olsen underneath to Christian. Christian is going to back it out and has knocked out of bounds. And again, good job by Christian. Defense came. Don't force anything. 2:14 to go, and you're up 22. And it looks like Coach Dugan has started waving the white flag. A couple players coming in who don't normally get a lot of time. Matt Hayes will check in for the Railers, replacing Christian Van Hook, who had an excellent game tonight. If you can get that out of Christian every night, good things for the Railers.
And that's the guy you need to have it every night, too.
Max. Great ball handling skills. Back to Olsen. Under 2 minutes to go. Timeout taken by Coach Alexander just for the purpose of getting subs in. Checking in for the Railers as Olsen and Gesner. No, Olsen and Block will take a seat. Is 5'9" junior Dane Eimer and also 5'10" junior Cody Highbreeder. It's important also, Darrin, to get these wins, but it's also important to get your players that get the most minutes bench time because this is a long, exhausting week.
Tournament, yes.
Gesner, a little stumble, but gets it over to Cook. Highbreeder.
It's not as bad on a Monday than it would be like a Friday, a Saturday morning.
Right. Well, the other thing is, you've got Eimer, you've got Hayes, you've got Highbreeder in there who haven't had many minutes here tonight. It doesn't matter how many minutes you've had. When you're in there, the coaching staff expects you to be just as good as the first team.
Right. Tell you what, they're doing a pretty good job of handling the ball.
Cook as we tick down to 1:15. Checking real quick as Gesner looked to go baseline. Back on top to Eimer. Well, Darrin, I'll tell you what, the Railer low this season, 24 points, once against Dunlap down at Collinsville, and the other night against Springfield, they held them to 24. We could be looking at a new season best defensively, and they've certainly earned it here tonight as we're at 45 seconds.
I think you're right, because I think the defense has actually been there all night. There hasn't really been a lapse on the defensive end. There's been a lapse kind of on the offensive end with a few turnovers here and there on the rebounding, but the defense has been there the whole night.
And look out, and Gesner will fire a three and left it short.
I wonder if someone told him to shoot that, because we just ran, 3 minutes off the clock, and he jacks up a three.
Kaufman fires off a three. That's no good, and Max grabs the rebound, and I think that's where this one's going to end. 41-19. Max will bring it into the front court, and the Railers walk away with win number 8 on the season. Jacksonville falls to 9-9. The horn sounds, and that's our final score. An impressive effort for the Railers starting the Meijer Winter Classic here tonight. 41-19. Railers now 8-10, 3-4 in the conference. Railers win by 22. We'll be back with our post game in a moment. You're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball.